Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Oh, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right. Roll for it. Previously on Friday Night Quests.
Maybe Lorai could link our minds so that I will gain your familiarity with him and try to send a message to Primus. That's the only hope we have of at all contacting him.
And you're hurtling towards a tapestry, and the tapestry starts to bend and fold around you till you are inside a previous memory. Two figures approach one another. One figure radiating light like that of the sun. Across this beaming sun-like being is something of indescribable geometric shape, and it reaches out and extends a clock-like hand to this radiating sun, and you feel and hear the words Primus in your mind when you see this thing. Your eyes shoot open. The floor beneath Lorai and you crack in your mansion, which feels impossible in the magic, and your eyes open up and like steam is coming out of like your eyes and your ears, and you immediately fall asleep. So does Lorai.
Oh my god, wait. What?
We should probably move them to a bed.
I mean, they're fine.
So you guys leave them there.
Put a tablecloth over them.
Ine like picks up her father and takes him to a room.
Whoa, she's strong.
Sweeney is just laying there, I guess. Ine, by the way, I guess I haven't described, she is like ripped, much like you'd imagine a monk. Like, she looks like she has trained quite well. Horace, you fought her for only a moment. You felt her strength that she was trying to pull you down that one time. Not enough to pull you down, but still there.
Oh, yeah, she's buff. Pretty for a Githzerai.
Mm-hmm. And, so about 8 hours goes by. And
should we check on Sweeney?
You guys, well, he's still on the floor. And suddenly your eyes shoot open, Sweeney.
I've seen the face of God.
One of them.
Oh, you're right. That's a good point.
I'm not in the room. I don't know why you're looking at me.
I actually yelled from the dining room, one of them.
I think I'm alone.
We're in the dining room playing Monopoly.
So you guys just left the room with him?
Well, yeah, he was asleep. What we're gonna do? Just sit up? Nah, we're fine. There's a little night light next to you that suddenly starts to go off, and it alerts me that he's up.
Yeah.
So now you know what it feels like to be alone with your talking sword for 3 months.
All of you have had mind-bending experiences but me.
Any chance that constituted a short or long rest?
No.
Tight.
No, there was no healing done over those 8 hours. Your body was just equalizing from what it just observed.
Kind of what I figured.
What did you see?
Everything.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
I saw
Been there.
Primus. I can try to talk to him.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to have like a Bruce Willis voice from now on?
We'll see how long it lasts.
Okay. We should get you some water. We don't have any, but we have some like cream soda.
Yeah, we have a weird amount of cream soda.
Yeah.
Why not water?
Why not water? Yeah, well, we didn't want cream soda. Remember, you were like, no, I don't want water anymore. We always drink water.
It's my fault?
Like, what are we fighting? Give me some fucking cream soda. And I'm like,
it's
all right,
my fault?
No, that's what you asked for. That's why I conjured it. What?
I'm going to try to cast Sending.
Nope, you're too weak. Whoa. You just woke up. Whoa. Time out.
We're on a time
bag?
crunch.
No,
we need to talk to Primus.
Okay.
We need to know where he is.
Okay.
I think you should heal a little bit before you do so.
Well, before we go anywhere, defo. But I think we should talk to him.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's fresh in my mind?
Is defo the new abbreviation for definitely?
I think so.
I think that's a word I picked up
from God.
From the language of the angels.
Wow, defo.
Defo.
That's pretty.
Tight.
It's
for an angel.
It's very fleek. Oh my God, I don't understand these terms.
It's super on fleek.
I love the idea that gods speak to each other like that.
Like Vine stars.
Wow. Want to create a new reality? Defo, bro. Defo.
I'm going to cast Sending.
Which is dabbing, basically.
Yeah.
Which I can do once without spending a spell slot as one of my signature spells.
Oh.
I'm assuming he's not in this reality, so there's like a 5 or 10% chance he doesn't get the message.
So tell me a bit about like how sending works.
Yeah.
Let's chat about sending.
Sure.
Haven't you done this?
I have.
before?
So from a very...
This is a segment on Friday Night Quest called
Hit me
Michael's
with that sweet,
Sidebar.
sweet spell.
hey, tell me about that.
Michael's Spell Sidebar.
Sweeney's spell corner.
Yeah, Sweeney's Spell Corner.
That's way better.
It says like the old daytime talk show, like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, ba-dun. Sweeney's spell corner.
Sweeney's
So-
Spell Corner is filmed from a live studio.
So cosmetically, here's how you start your sending. You go ahead and take a short piece of fine copper wire. You speak a word. I use nuntius because it's Latin, I think. And then you cast out the message. Now I have here in the oven a sending I've already prepared.
Oh boy.
It's a short message of 25 words or less to a creature to which I am familiar. I think I am familiar now with Primus.
Defo.
The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. This spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there is a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Okay, so it doesn't tell you where he is. It's just you having. And that's the
And
studio
now a word
audience.
from our sponsors.
Friday Night Quest, the show.
It doesn't tell me where he is, but I'm hoping he will tell me where he is.
So you need to roll because he's potentially not on this plane.
Okay.
He's not.
Most likely. Wouldn't it be wild if he was?
1
What if he
through
was
5.
inside
It
Vincent?
doesn't get to him.
Sorry.
One,
He's like, I'm in
yeah,
the
1 through 5.
butt.
18.
Ate me.
18. So 18,
The whole time.
the message does get to him. And what do you say in 25 words or less?
Tweet.
I know
Very
exactly.
important tweet.
Yeah. We can help you. Vect wants you dead. We can come to you. What plane are you on? We are the Velvet League.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, hello.
Fuck yeah.
I'm Sweeney.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you send that.
Mhm.
Some time goes by. And then
We're doing a puzzle now.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a puzzle.
It's an underwater marine life one,
Oh.
and it's 1,000 pieces.
It's mostly just blue.
I'm pretty sure we lost a couple edges.
I've seen the shape of all things.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well, good.
Is Sweeney ever going to be the same?
No, I hope not.
as soon as you guys say that,
Well,
you feel, Sweeney, something inside your mind. And then, like lightning shoot through you, your eyes glow golden like light, and your mouth opens and you start speaking. It is too late.
whoa.
I am coming to you. And
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
Suddenly
we
it
gotta
ends.
clean up.
Yeah, clean up all the jizz.
Can we get all the Michaels on? Quick.
Let's get out. Let's get out to the surface. I don't think he's coming to this room. I think he's coming to limbo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get to the surface.
All right.
The worm.
He has a name.
I don't remember.
Oh dear. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
names
go
are
outside.
like transitory.
Climb onto the roof.
You know, when you see the nature of reality, you realize like there's so many constructs, names.
What? Oh, right.
Fucking-
Like, what
Let's
is
go
the
to
name?
the thing.
Huh? Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I'm on the roof.
Of what?
Your mansion.
My mansion is a door.
yeah, there's no
It's
roof
on the
outside.
I
roof
picture
of the
like
door.
literally Dorothy's house as
Like
the
there's a big mansion in the
my
mouth of
mind.
Vincent.
Yeah.
And
That
you
is-
know what? It could be whatever you want. I need to get to his like.
She's on the
Here,
awning of the
open
door.
door.
open the front door.
I open the front door. I walk not onto the porch because there is no porch, despite how much I want there to be.
I'm sorry.
I walk into his rows of teeth, and I cast speak with animals. Vinny, are you awake?
Yes, what is it?
We need to go to the surface.
All right, of course.
It sucks down here. Let's get up.
Yes, let's go to the surface. Here we go.
Yay!
And he
Here we go.
and
I'm so glad.
and closes his mouth and tunnels upwards to the surface and then pops out the top.
Oh.
All right, here we are. And looks
I'm
around.
going to stagger out of the mansion, out of
job.
the mouth, onto the surface of limbo.
I dare any other D&D podcast to have an Irish purple worm.
Irish purple worm.
We're throwing down the
Irish.
gauntlets.
Named Vincent, not an Irish name at all. Good job, Worm. Okay, Vincent. So just hang out here. You might see some weird shit, so just keep it to yourself. Okay.
I'm scanning
And
the sky.
you guys are looking around, and a few minutes go by, and you see it. In the distance, fairly perceptible, but you can see the color pool that you entered in before. You see it shimmer, and through it you see the black obsidian ship that you once saw Vect arrive previously. And this ship, again, it looks kind of like the end of a squid or an octopus, if all of its, like, blades, which the front of the ship kind of looks like multiple arrowheads, like, stacked on top of each other to make what looks like a closed, kind of squid-like front. And you see this obsidian ship turn and hurtle towards the opposite direction.
Away from us?
From where you were. The direction it's heading towards, you, Horace, and Sweeney don't remember. But Izzy, when you were breaking out of the jail before with Lorai, you remember when you were flying across to Old Limbo, you remember seeing something in the distance. You remember seeing what looked like an obsidian castle-like structure because of things floating around it far off. And you see this ship making just speed towards that now. What's interesting, though, is as it's hurtling through the sky, which again now, you're at the top of what is regular Limbo. You see roiling chaos and lightning and buildings and things just floating everywhere. But you see what would normally be a roiling chaos of clouds just above the ship as it passes. You see as it cuts through the clouds, you see the clouds for moments take quick geometric shapes as it hurtles through them.
They're like de-resing video game images.
Huh.
For a moment.
Primus is on board.
Yeah, but it's hurtling away from us, not towards us.
How fast can Vincent go?
Pretty fast.
Vincent could potentially fly.
Oh, because of Limbo is about belief.
Magic is what I was thinking. We fixed the being void of magic. I'll do a firebolt into the distance to demonstrate.
Did it work?
Oh, well, you didn't need to do that.
Shit.
But thank you.
I want to make sure, though. I want to test the hypothesis.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were trying to impress
So you're
us.
shooting a firebolt?
Yeah, just into the distance.
It works.
Oh.
As on the tin.
Some
works
poor Limbo
perfectly.
farmer. Ow!
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to farm chaos over here.
Finally,
That's
our
not a
magic
very.
is back.
That's not a very good supply and demand
Yeah.
task.
Some chaos?
You ever had refined chaos? Fuck you right up.
Wait a minute. If Primus is on that ship, isn't that Vec's ship? Doesn't that mean he's with Vec?
Yeah.
Yeah, use that T.
Vec. I keep choking on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're here.
Or he stole the ship.
Or that, but he seemed very distressed.
Yeah. Oh, so they're taking him to the prison.
Or to... No, the prison went down.
Oh, right.
They're taking him to... Well, I don't know.
We don't know.
Well,
we don't know.
Horace, you and I definitely don't know what's over there. I don't know why I would say that in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what's over there. But I guess we just have to follow.
He's probably taking him to his sheep, essentially.
Lair.
His sheep?
His sheep,
Oh, sorry.
not his sheep. You hearing me clearly, right?
Yeah, yes, I
Okay.
get it now.
But yes, it has to be where he's taking him. It's
What is that?
So we should chase him,
Well, yeah.
and then it begins.
Well, okay.
We should probably start chasing and then talk while we're chasing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right.
Sweeney is going to cast Fly on Vincent,
Okay.
Everybody in the worm.
and Tyrone's going to cast Invisibility. Greater Invisibility. No, not Greater Invisibility. That only lasts for a minute. He's going to cast Invisibility on Vincent.
okay. So you cast invisibility on Vincent. Vincent is suddenly unseeable from around, except for, of course, the massive canyon of rocks he's going to push out of the way as he swims along the surface.
Sorry, I'm actually going to switch that. Tyrone's the one casting Fly.
Okay, so you cast Fly and Invisibility on Vincent, and now you have a flying invisible purple worm. And he starts hurtling in the same direction as the ship. Now, the ship is faster, but you're flying in its direction. As you're flying and things cannot see you, you start to see, I assume you're looking out the teeth of Vincent as he's flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start to see to your left and right, you see ships. These look like Githyanki ships. all converging on the point that you are chasing.
Githyanki, not Githzeri.
Not Githzeri, Githyanki coming down. You see a few coming out of the large color pool that you saw Vex's ship return from. You see several of them hurtling in the direction of where the ship was.
Do they look like they're making pursuit? Or like they're falling in line?
You can roll an investigation if you'd like.
21.
You can surmise by how they're moving and how you see some of them moving in the distance near Vex's ship is that they are following, not attacking.
Okay.
It looks like they are kind of falling in line behind him. And you see several ships doing this coming out of basically the one big color pool you see, and as the farther along you go, you see another color pool in the distance near a mountain, several coming through as well. They all seem to be pooling in one direction. On the ground beneath you as you fly, you start to see it. You see waves and waves of Sendam's army. You see Sladi hurtling across the chaotic environment and swimming through the air. Vincent has to move a few times around a couple mountains and things floating, because again, you're not shooting across what was previously a kind of white ashy landscape with towers. These towers have now been uprooted and are floating in space. And you see Slutty jumping from mountain and mountain range, swimming through the air, hurtling towards one direction.
The band?
Yes. As I was about to say it, I was like, damn it. I was like, it's the words.
I mean, who doesn't hurtle towards one direction?
Right.
Certainly me.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I do.
You do. I know that.
Yeah.
Who
And
doesn't?
they use their bard-like power to save us all.
When I die, I want to come back a bard. I'll be great.
Yeah, you will.
I would be.
And you continue flying forward, and now you can see it in the distance. And Larai is staring at it. He looks solemn and almost as if he recognizes it. A great, massive ship. Izzy, you saw this for a moment in the distance, and it looked like a kind of obsidian-like castle with structures floating around it. Those structures now, as you can see some of them, much like the prison was floating, has crashed to the ground around it, but this has remained in the air. And what it looks like before you is, it looks like it has a bottom and a single piece going up into the roiling clouds around it. And the bottom of it looks much like a diamond, but a massive diamond. Think of it, when I say diamond, I don't mean it's as wide as it is long. Think of it like a flat diamond, where the front point is pointing towards you. It's got its two sides and then one in the back.
Does it have that clear prismatic color of diamond?
It does not.
Oh.
It is obsidian stone, as you saw before, Izzy. You can see, as you get closer now, metal on the front of it. And this looks like one might describe like a dreadnought, like a powerful, thick vessel.
Yeah.
And thinking like a flat diamond, in the center top of this flat diamond, going upwards, you see a single obsidian tower. But comparing it to the size of the towers that you've gone up of, this is a tower where if, let's say, the inside was hollow, you could fit a purple worm through it. It is massive in scope, and it looks like it is going up into the clouds, connecting to something else.
So this dreadnought's like hundreds of miles wide?
It is big.
Okay.
Think Independence Day style big ship.
Oh, okay.
And around, let's say, so if this cylinder is going up into the clouds, connecting to something else, connecting to this bottom diamond piece, you see between the edges of the diamond up into the clouds, you see pulsing electric energy rippling up into the clouds. And you see all the Githyanki now merging to and heading towards this great dreadnought of a ship. And you see several of the Sladi have now slowed down if they've gotten to the perimeter and seem to start kind of skirting the edges as if they're taking in the ship itself, weaknesses, judging it, things like that. And as you get closer now, you can see the full extent. This looks to be as if a siege upon this ship. You see now, down in the front lines, you see Sendam. Very clearly, you can see his golden body screeching and laughing, and you can see his death tyrant, his floating skull, blasting beams of energy at the ship.
Classic Sendam.
And you see as the beams scrape against the outside of the ship, it is barely making any damage. And even as it shoots upwards towards the top of that first diamond on the bottom, you see a small individual with its hand out, and you see psychic blue-like barriers reflecting some of the shots. You see a second body like it kind of reflecting arrows and magical attacks on the other side. And you start to see several Githyanki ships now landing as you're getting closer and closer. This diamond isn't entirely covered. It looks like they're actual landing ports, and there are ridges along the outside of it, much like a castle would have along the rim of its walls. And you see several Githyanki making fortifications and setting and locking in large harpoons and spears. It looks like they are preparing to defend this dreadnought.
How far back are we from the ship and from the Githyanki ships?
Well, at this point now that as close as you've gotten, you've seen that Vec's ship has actually gone up to the top above the clouds, and you see it receding down into the clouds now above this ship. So it looks like it has come from above and down, and you see it kind of cutting through the lightning and energy into the top area.
And it's big enough to fit the worm. Let's see.
Do we want to bring Vincent into this, or do we want to park him somewhere safe?
I rather park him because I made a promise that he wouldn't get hurt. And I think if we put him in there, he will.
I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I need more information. Are the Githyanki ships going through that barrier as well?
No, they're not. Only Vec's ship is going up high above the cloud covering. The rest of the ships are landing in the bottom area, where you see essentially what you can imagine is probably the base of this structure, at least the bottom half of it. As you get closer now, you can see that there's a edge around, much like a castle wall, like a fortification, and you can see that they're actually landing inside. Because essentially, as much as there might be like lower levels to this bottom diamond piece of this ship, you can see that there's also like landing places that kind of cut through the top, like they come through like a ceiling and land in. And you see multiple ships landing. You see dozens of Githyanki running out with ropes and pulling the ships deeper inside this massive ship. There are a couple different landing entrances. Like right now you're looking straight on at the bow, and then there's port and there's starboard, and the stern you see, which is the back, for anyone who doesn't know, you see a couple other smaller ships landing into little areas in the back.
But those are not on the same side of the energy wall or whatever it is as Vec's ship.
Exactly. So Vect, when he approached, his obsidian ship went up. Like I said, there's the diamond bottom of this thing, which is
not actually made of diamond, but shaped like a diamond.
Just shaped. If you took a diamond like diamond in a playing card and you flattened it, it's very wide, like I said, but in terms of actual height of this bottom piece, it looks like it's probably maybe 6 levels in height of like a house, but it's very, very wide. In the center of this diamond, this flattened diamond from a playing card, there is a cylinder going up into these clouds, and it looks like it's connecting to another kind of similar color as the bottom diamond, upwards in the clouds, but you can't clearly see it. Around that entire cylinder, and then above into the clouds, you see this psychic, pulsing electric energy. I say psychic, but it just looks like lightning, essentially, emanating around the entirety of it, and it looks like Vec's ship carves right through it. You see the lightning almost kind of part as his ship comes up, and he penetrates through it into the cloud covering and disappears. You don't see where he goes. But the rest of the Githyanki ships are not piercing through that lightning. They're going towards the bottom where there isn't any and landing on the edges of this bottom piece of this structure, either landing in these what look like kind of hangars or landing on the edges and little guys in Githyanki getting out. You also see now coming out from one of the hangars, clawing wings starting to expand with Githyanki tied to its back, a green dragon. And you see it make its way to the front, and the green dragon's claws wrap around the edge, and you see it start to breathe poisony breath down onto the battle below.
Can we go higher? I want to see the top of this energy field.
You go higher into the clouds, and as you kind of burst through the top, you can see now over the very edge or top of the clouds. By the way, in this area where you're approaching now, the clouds are chaotic and like almost violent to a sort. And it looks like they are really focused and swirling around this one central point.
Did they ever change when he passed through the clouds? The ships?
They did change for a few moments into what you saw before. Lightly geometric type shapes as he was passing through the clouds. The ship, I say he, but the ship was.
Mm-hmm.
You see a little bit of that around where you're looking now, but really there is this kind of, almost as if there's a spinning, roiling chaos. Like there's something very powerful at the center here.
Like the opposite of the eye of a hurricane.
Exactly.
Like the source of the hurricane.
I mean, you could almost picture it like the eye of a hurricane because you see swirling kind of chaos and energy all around it. And you see now the very top of what looks like another diamond structure. You see the very top of it now at the top of the cloud cover. So you can kind of imagine that this whole thing, this dreadnought as I've described it, has a diamond bottom and a diamond top in the cloud cover with a single kind of cylinder connecting them both at the center.
Like a car axle. Like two large diamond-shaped tires.
Yeah.
The force energy goes...
all around the top of this structure.
I have the beginnings of an idea.
Okay. That's good. That's a start.
If one or two of us can get through... I can't make us all invisible, and I can't make us all fly.
Okay.
Well, I can fly.
You and Lariah, or not you and Lariah, you and MacLeod can fly, but we do not have enough invisibility
she
to go
can
around.
fly.
I can fly.
We don't have enough invisibility to go around.
I can become...
So here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If I, and maybe not alone, but I and someone to help, or I go on my own, but I don't know if... I don't love that idea, but maybe is simpler, I don't know. If I get inside, somewhere safe, and everyone else is in the mansion, we park Vincent somewhere where we think he's going to be safe out of the line of fire.
Yep.
Everyone gets into the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I can gate you into the structure.
Ooh.
Do we have an exit?
How do you mean?
Like, can we gate out?
I have 2 gates total.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we got an in now.
That's a good
Plus,
idea.
plane shift can also get us back to the mansion.
Okay, great. And your mansion's good to go, right? It's there for a little while?
It's there for... Oh, how long was I out?
Oh, you were out for about 8 hours.
What? It was that long?
Yeah.
Oh, 8 hours.
Yeah, we watched Gone with the Wind and then Die Hard.
We watched every Santa Claus film.
And then, like,
Your
10 episodes of
mansion is
Seinfeld.
about to expire. It's been quite a while at this point.
I can make another one.
Yeah. I mean, is that a problem?
I can make another mansion if we all get out. I make the mansion,
Okay.
Burn this house down, build another one.
basically.
Cool. Okay. I like that.
There will be a moment when the mansion disappears and all of our waste
Yeah, poop.
appears.
Poop, pee,
We
skin.
have been very careful to not be present when that happens.
Oh, we shouldn't be inside the worm when that happens. Vincent will swallow.
So let's go. Let's go park.
What?
Okay.
He would.
He would.
Let's-
That's what he does.
Let's go park Vincent somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get somewhere out of the line of the battle.
So you come back down under the cloud cover, and you'll have to probably move like probably like almost a mile away
That's
to
what I
get
was-
like clear of this. There's a mountain that's like the top of the mountain looks like it's been sliced off, and it's kind of floating in the air.
Okay.
You can park Vincent on there.
Okay.
He can burrow inside if he needs to.
All right. Parked.
How many feet are in a mile?
I don't know.
3,000.
Many thousands.
600. 3,500 is 44 or something like that.
5,280.
Damn it.
So close. You got really specific, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe.
I recently did an equation where I needed to know how many feet were in a mile. And
Well, now you know that time travel machine or whatever you designed it failed.
That would take-
and they're not making it home.
88 rounds to get there.
Okay.
It would take 8.8 minutes of a 10-minute long spell if we started flying from that point.
Okay.
That's not a lot of margin of error. But it's doable
To get close enough to gate?
to fly in. To fly to there, if it's a mile, would take us 8, almost 9 minutes, and the spell only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying if we're trying to fly away from that place?
Fly from Vincent to there
Right.
covertly.
I don't know. I like
Why?
the...
What's the
yeah.
distance on gate?
Well, the problem with gate is I need to be inside to gate you all to me.
Oh, I see.
This is a
So
this
you're
is
concerned
a
about you flying there.
So
yeah.
you're going to turn invisible and fly there alone.
I don't love that, which is
Okay.
why I'm open to other ideas.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I could polymorph all of us to look like... What are the henchmen of Vect?
Githyanki?
Polymorph wouldn't make us look like that.
Why not?
Seeming would.
I don't have seeming.
I do.
There we go.
And not only do I have seeming, it will convince them. It is a
See?
psychic ability.
We could all just look like part of
We
the
just be
henchmen.
Githyanki.
We can be
Parking
people who
ship.
belong.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter what we look like. They just...
We won't know what we look like to
Oh,
them,
okay.
but they will see us as people who belong.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then we get in.
I can only do that once.
That's fine.
my
That's fine.
special.
That's fine.
But we could do that.
All right, let's do it.
I like that because then it's like, like we're stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Han and Chewie.
So then what we can do is get to the structure. We don't have to get through the force wall. We just get inside.
Mm-hmm.
Before that happens, I cast Seeming on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We make a new mansion. We get inside. I find a place to lie low and covertly gate you all in.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Why we would need to... Wait, the point of seeming is we wouldn't be doing the gate move.
The problem with that is that we still need to get there. And if we are just...
We'll parachute out of the worm.
I think we need to park the worm somewhere else.
I could tell Vincent to go really much anywhere. He's not a car. He's got his own brain. If we tell him to fly over something and then F off to the mountain where we are now, he'll go do that.
So the problem is... I mean, maybe, but here's the thing. So, with Fly, I don't need to worry about Horace, and I don't need to worry about MacLeod. And we'll assume for your purposes I don't need to worry about Izzy, because you can kind of wild shape as long as you want to. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us who still need to be flown. That means I'm spending a 7th level spell.
Why are we... I don't understand.
Or 6th
Why
level
are
spell.
we flying?
Because we're not on a Githyanki ship.
We are going to take the invisible worm
And hop onto the Githyanki ship?
and we're going to jump out of it as Githyanki, and the worm's going to fly away and park himself on the thing. We're going to land as Githyanki.
So, but the
Like,
problem
ugh.
is then we are just appearing in midair
Yeah.
and falling, and that's a little suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we can cheat it, but I don't trust our deception abilities. I would honestly prefer that we get in covertly, even if it's just me getting to one of those ships.
Is anybody going to really notice us, though?
I feel like if 8 people drop out of the sky, they will notice it.
Then why not just you? And then we'll fly away and you gate us in.
That's what I'm thinking.
We'll do a flyby with Vincent, and you jump out.
I can feather fall myself and then turn myself invisible.
Right. And then you gate us in.
Yeah.
And we'll park Vincent off at that mountain.
I think that's the move.
Okay.
Tyrone's going to keep the concentration going on... You're going to lose Vincent invisibility if this happens.
Okay.
So you're guys going to get high before you drop me.
Okay. Wait, you're going to be going through the psychic clouds.
I have a weird idea. It's called a parachute. Do you need one?
No,
I can locate an object.
I have Featherfall for
So-
that.
okay, then we're fine.
Would Fire Shield help protect me from the roiling chaos? It's good against fire or cold.
Who are
But-
you asking?
I'm asking the Dungeon Master.
If this was a fire shield would protect you against, are you asking like a lightning attack or a psychic attack?
It's lightning and psychic stuff, right?
Not really. I mean, it's gonna attack you normally. Now this doesn't look normal. It's probably more powerful.
Yeah.
That's a hint.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to go to the shaft and then head upward into the clouds through the shaft.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to figure out the best way for me to... Because I have concentration going on your invisibility. If I cast a spell, it ends.
In which spell would you be casting?
Featherfall.
Well, how about I go with you? Can you make me invisible too?
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah, take the muscle.
don't I have the ring? Don't I have a feather fall?
Yeah,
ring?
you do. You have a necklace.
You can also fly. You can also take us
Right.
down.
Just
We're
hang
not
onto my
we're-
back.
Okay.
And we'll
Oh,
go,
like
and we'll
Yoda.
make the gate. Yeah, like Yoda.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I think that's the move.
Okay,
So
climb
just
on.
you two going?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we get outside, I am going to recast invisibility
Okay.
on you, me, and Vincent,
Okay.
which is a 4th level. That's pretty good. Actually,
While,
before that
while
happens...
you guys have been strategizing about this, like, Lorai has still been like, as you guys landed, he's just been watching this ship intently. Since you've seen it, he hasn't like really taken his eyes off it. He seems wrapped in something.
Lorai, anything to offer? I'm also going to cast a Fire Shield on myself.
Okay.
It's just he finished it. It I mean, I never saw it finally constructed, but it is there for sure. That is the Ibn Anai.
That's his
The what?
Death Star.
The
Yeah.
Ibn Anai is in Githzeri it means the God Killer. when he captured most of us, the many Zarath he used to help construct pieces of it, I know he had mentioned there were other wizards, casters that he had captured from all over the plains to help influence its construction. But I'd never seen it fully built.
Well, we're in luck, Leroy. We're not gods.
Fair enough.
So let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good one.
I did it!
That was
Yeah,
good.
you win the podcast.
I am going to bend down and touch Vincent and touch you at the same time.
Okay.
And I'm recasting invisibility on Vincent, so he may shimmer for a second, but nothing that
Purple worm! Oh, I thought I saw a purple worm up there.
No, that's a cloud.
They're very busy. Like, by the way, like I've said, like there's things like these two forces are exchanging like powerful attacks upon one another. Like the Githyanki, there are now more dragons on the edge of this ship.
This is Friday night at Applebee's.
This is Friday night at Applebee's. No more description required, baby.
Before this happens, Tyrone is going to cast Seeming on us. All of us. Except for Vincent, obviously.
Seaman?
Seeming.
Oh.
What moment?
Both.
And we are going to look like... Oh, we need to make another mansion first, don't we?
Yep.
Everyone out of the
Why
mansion.
I thought we already did that.
No. We're still flying as we're talking about all this.
What am I doing? What do you need me for?
Everyone get out of the mansion, real quick.
Michael, we're going to gate into that god killer.
Oh, okay.
Take Mikey out too. Or you can leave.
Everyone's gonna gate through. We just need 2 people to get in.
It's going to be a quick reconnaissance mission to get us in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna hang out with me, Mikey.
All right. I make a new mansion, which takes 1 minute. Take out my silver spoon and my ivory portal, and I say, allons-y. And the moment I do, it dispels the other one. So presumably there is just a wave of hair and skin and fecal matter and sweat.
Just
and
right into the muscles of the purple worm and just right down his throat.
Loves it.
Yep. Let's
Good
get some
worm.
protein. And everyone goes in there except for Horace and I. Oh, wait. I cast Seeming on all of us. Tyrone does, using our Psychic Super 20th level extra ability, Sweeney's Psychic Silhouette, which allows us to basically...
Trademark.
This has never been cast before.
It has not. And is going to convince people who look at us that we belong. I'm not specifying that we are henchmen. I am not specifying that we are...
we could be coat racks.
We are allies on your side. Is how I am phrasing the terms of this.
The coat racks that
Okay.
arrived.
Oh, what are those 2 running coat racks? Oh, they belong. Don't worry.
They are going to be a storm tomorrow. We need the coat racks.
Then fire shield on myself, then invisibility on the 3 of us.
Okay.
And then I climb onto your back and I ask you to pull a Captain America. We're going to jump out this thing with no parachute.
Well, Captain America can't fly, according to
Yeah,
the
but he
ancient
keeps
tomes.
jumping out of things without parachutes.
All right.
At least it's what the texts say.
Yeah, the old texts say he couldn't fly, but we'll assume.
Am I coming with you or am I staying here?
You're staying here with me.
As soon
All right.
as a gate appears in here, y'all just jump through and
Yeah.
follow us.
Okay,
In the meanwhile,
I'm ready.
we're making pasta art
What?
Yeah,
what?
go
to
ahead.
pass the time.
Yeah, make some macaroni
It
plates.
helps. Creativity quells cortisol levels, calms you down.
Fair enough.
Very important.
Okay.
I wrap myself around Horace's back.
Okay. I have handles.
On your armor? Oh,
yeah.
these are nice.
Yeah, I put those there.
Oh, these are nice.
Not for the purpose you
Do you
think.
have a...
Not
Can
for
you
my-
strap me in? Is
Uh,
that what this strap thing is
Yeah,
for?
yeah. You just strap right in.
Okay.
That's what it's
What's this
for.
front part?
Oh, that's a fake dick.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Superman your way
Yeah.
towards the Eben and I. So what?
Can you read my mind?
Goodbye.
I can show you the God Killer.
Oh,
I
there
can
goes
show you a swirling cloud of psychic damage.
So where are you flying towards, Horace?
The shaft near the top,
Near the top of the shaft.
Well, hold on. We want to hop on one of the Githyanki ships, I think.
the balls.
Okay. So there's
yeah,
there's a couple ships that are like making patrols around, firing down arrows and harpoons down into the battle below. And now as you're getting closer, you see like there are just hordes of Sladi almost scrambling over one another, teeth and claws gnashing, leaping up and trying to claw up the bottom of this ship, essentially, and there are Githyanki swinging down pirate style with silver swords cutting into Slotty. You see Slotty green and ones that are gray casting spells, explosive fireballs, and flames all around this. It is like a cacophony of magic and battle and swords and claws. And you're flying in, and where do you want to go? Because in front of you, you've got are you coming up on the port? Are you coming up on the stern? Are you coming on the starboard? Or are you coming up on the bow?
Well, quick question. Sweeney, why are we landing on a Githyanki ship? Why don't we just fly up to the shaft?
Sure, I'm fine. Well, we have to. The shaft is on the other side of the magical.
We have to get
psychic
through the
field.
energy.
We gotta go through the shield. Yeah.
So we have to go through the base, I think.
Yeah, chill.
Okay. Why? We don't need a ship for that. Why don't we just
True.
fly?
We can just go in through the hangar.
Yeah, let's just go in through the hangar.
I mean, if you want to try the psychic thing, but I don't really want to try the psychic.
Which psychic thing?
The wall.
Oh, okay. Let's give it a try.
Cool.
Well, if you lose concentration, what happens?
We're visible.
Okay, no, let's not do that.
Yeah.
We go in through the port.
Okay. So you fly.
Probably bow because it's closest.
Oh no, I meant hangar. No,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Well, so there's the bow.
So the bow is the front, the stern is the back, the starboard is for you guys would be the left, but the ship's right, and the port is the ship's left, your right.
Got it.
Where do you want to enter? Now there are hangars kind of all around this thing. Where do you want
The
to?
quietest hangar.
Yeah,
possible.
stern probably.
So the stern is probably where you see like the least
Amount of slotty fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you encircle around the back. You see that there are still some defenses here, some towers, and you see a red young dragon kind of circling the outer edges as you're coming in. Do you fly close to the red dragon? Do you try to skirt it as far as you can to get into the hangar?
Skirt.
Let's avoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skirt.
I need both of you guys to roll a stealth check.
Advantage because we're invisible.
Exactly.
19 for Sweeney.
13.
Ooh. So you guys fly in, and you see the young red dragon, look like it notices something. It twitches. It growls a bit. As you fly down into the hangar, it looks back in your direction, takes a long pause, and continues to circle around the outside of the stern.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.